Oh, this is Lester Langdon with Realty Consultants. We're here at our website, Stop Real Estate Snakes, and uh, and we're going to talk about real estate nightmares and problems that we have in real estate. We're not going to try to sell any real estate. We're just going to try to help you solve your real estate problems. We're not going to mention any names. We're not going to mention any addresses, and we're just going to talk about who, what, when, where, and how. We're going to try to bring up the main issues and probably some issues that many of us have not bumped into before. If you have a real estate problem that you'd like to talk about, uh, please ask that you can join in, and we'll let you say who, what, when, where, and how. Uh, so there's maybe 15 to 20 people involved in a residential contract or a commercial contract. And buyers, I could go through the whole list: buyers agents, sellers agents, inspectors, three types of inspectors: surveyors, title companies, brokers, agents, and their agents, and inspectors, bug inspectors, mold inspectors. Lots of people involved. Okay. And there's maybe 71 forms that we have to understand at the Texas Association of Realtors, and there are maybe another 15 forms at the Texas Real Estate Commission. There's probably 32 forms at the National Association of Realtors. The Houston Association of Realtors has about 21 forms, and those forms come and they go, and they add. That doesn't include all of the additional addendums and disclosures and notices required by title companies and lenders. They've all got their own forms. They've got their own concerns. And it's not the people that are snakes. It's just the circumstances that cause a snake. So there you go. I'm going to talk about a situation we got going right now. There's a block that had 10 lots, and my client had the lots next to it. And they wanted to buy this block. And so we bought 7 so far out of the 10. And there's an alley that runs through the north and south sides. And we want to buy it. And it's owned by Harris County. And Harris County's basically said, well, if you can prove that we own it, we'll sell it to you. So, okay, we can do that. So we had it surveyed, and we had a title company do a research at the courthouse on who's owned it in the past, and how the deeds moved around in the past. And Harris County does own it, and we're going to show it to them. And then there's another one that goes like through 2 of the lots that my client bought, and it's 10 feet wide and 140 feet long, and so it's like 1,400 square feet. It's not worth anything, and it doesn't do anything. And for some reason, the county owns it. I think it's a ditch, but if you look at it, it doesn't look like a ditch. It just looks normal. So we're going to try to buy that also. Problem is that if in fact uh, we don't want them, even though they touch the ditch and the alley touch, we don't want to put them in the same offer, because we're having to get through 10 departments at Harris County's real estate and abandonment and sales office. So we're going to try to put them each on. It's the same website that you go to for permits, and so we're going to do it as 2 separate purchases and 2 separate permits. I'm not. It's only in the permit website because Harris County doesn't have a real estate sales website. I just threw it into the permit website. And so Harris County, they gave me a guy that's my contact guy, and he says, "Well, fine, you made an offer on the alley, and we're working on it. We got to get it through 8 departments. And what about this other ditch over here that's 10 feet wide and 140 feet long, 1,400 square feet?" Yeah, so I'm going to call him back tomorrow and say, well, we really don't want to make them part of this one contingent upon the other. We want to make it two separate transactions, because anytime you're dealing with a large organization and you've got get approval by you got to get approval by 8 departments. You know, the more complicated it is, the more likely you're going to get it no. The answer is going to be no by one of those 8 departments. That each have to approve it. So we're going to make it two separate requests. Not one's not going to be dependent upon the other, and we're going to try to do it as two separate transactions. And then we've also got a street that we want to buy. It's not very long; it's a real short street, but this will be a good practice to know how to go through the system and learn how the 8 departments say thumbs up or thumbs down. And so it'll be a good experience because we also want to buy this street. Then I've got another client who has a manufacturing facility, and as it turns out, they've had it for 30 years, and they're sitting on 2 alleys with their manufacturing facility and a street, but it's not on their plat map. The plat map that's held by the Harris County Appraisal District. If you look at their plat map, there's no streets and there's no alleys. So they found an old survey from many years ago, and it had 2 alleys and a street. So we're going to have to get the title company to do a search and see if, in fact, who actually owns these alleys in the street. We're probably going to have to get a survey, and it's going to be complicated. So that's where we are. That's new. I see if anybody's had any questions. Nobody's got any questions about this, so I think we'll just tie it up, and we'll talk with you another time. Thanks a lot. Bye.